this is the book that we're going to look at. This book, excellent book by a guy called John Taylor Gatto. I first read this book about 10, 15 years ago, and it's a really good book. It's really short. It's only 100 pages, so very quick to get through. What I want to do, I'm not going to go through all of it. I'm going to read, specifically focus on one chapter, chapter 1, because I think what he lays out in chapter 1 really lays out his idea, his understanding about the compulsory school system and the dangers of it and what he thinks it's really there for. A little bit of context. John Taylor Gatto was actually a teacher himself, and he was a teacher for many, many years. The blurb on the back of the book kind of lays it out nicely. So I'm just going to read this overview. It says, quote, 30 years of award-winning teaching in New York's public schools led John Gatto to the sad conclusion that compulsory government schooling has nothing to do with education, but doing little but teach young people to conform to the economy and the social order. Dumbing us down reveals the shocking reality of today's school system and has become a beacon for parents seeking alternatives to it. This edition celebrates the fact that the book continues to be highly relevant in setting the agenda for a complete overhaul of how we educate our children and for what. So back then, for me, it seemed kind of radical back then, 10, 15 years ago. But now it's like, we've just gone through the whole pandemic. We've gone through all of the lockdown. We've gone through a situation where children weren't going to school for, a year or more. And we've seen a lot of changes in society over that period of time as well. We've seen a lot of shifts, a lot of very, very dramatic changes in how we work and our view on work and all that kind of stuff. And I think more and more people are going to be open to some of the kinds of ideas that, well, basically open to questioning school. Is this really how we want to organize our teaching of children? So the chapter I'm going to focus on is this one here. It's called the 7-lesson school teacher. And this was a speech that was given by Gatto in 1991 because he was named New York State Teacher of the Year. So hearing what he said in that speech, it does make you wonder, doesn't it? You get a prize for being the best teacher of the year in a city, and then you come on and basically rip apart the whole concept of compulsory education in a speech at the award ceremony. So that's kind of good. So keep that in mind. That's the context, and let me get started.